start of the Bout of Books 19 readathon. Yay! I'm so excited. And I have just got up. It's actually later than I thought, but oh well. But I've just got up and I'm going to have some breakfast and I'm going to watch a bit of YouTube while I do that. And then I'm going to get dressed and read some more of my book that I started over the weekend, which was, where is it? Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. I've got up to page, let's just check. I've got up to page 133, so I have made progress, not much because it's a huge book, but I've made progress, and I'm just going to read this as the week goes on. But to have a break from that at some point today, I think I'm going to read Matilda by Roald Dahl, which I'm so excited about because I love Matilda. This is actually my favourite Roald Dahl book, so I'm really excited to read this one, so hopefully I'll get around to that as well. But yeah, for now I'm just going to watch some YouTube and have some breakfast, and I'll update you soon. So I'm just about to do my challenge on Twitter, which is describe yourself in 6 words, so people can get to know each other, which I think is such a lovely thing to do. So I'm just trying to work out how to describe myself in only 6 words. It's proven to be a lot trickier than I thought, but we'll see. And now it's time to start reading more of Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer, which I am actually really enjoying up to now, which I didn't expect to because I really didn't think much of Eclipse. So I was kind of just thinking I'm just going to get bored of it, but I'm actually quite enjoying it so far, so hopefully that will carry on and I will update you soon. So just a quick update on my reading so far today. I have read much more of Breaking Dawn, and yeah, so I've got that much read now, which is good. Still got a long way to go, but it's progress. And I'm up to page 207 now, so that's good. I've hit the 200 mark, which I'm happy about. And now I think I'm going to have a break from Breaking Dawn. I've also had my dinner and had a break from reading in general, so I'm back to reading now, but I think I'm going to have a break from Breaking Dawn, it's hard to say, and I'm going to read Matilda. I think I probably should get all of this read before I go back to Breaking Dawn, I think, so hopefully I'll get that read. This is my favourite Roald Dahl book, like I said earlier anyway, so I'm really excited to read this one and revisit the story and the characters because I just love them all, they're fantastic. So that's my plan anyway until I have to get tea and go out because I am out and about later on. But other than that, yeah, I think I'm ready for the rest of my afternoon. So I am up to page 95 of Matilda and 207 of Breaking Dawn. And I now have to go out because I am a rainbow leader and it's rainbow night tonight. So I'm doing that, and then I will also be going to ballet after that. So I'm not going to be until much later, but I am quite happy with the reading I've done today. I definitely could have got more done, but I didn't because distractions. But hopefully I'll get a lot more read tonight and I will update you then when I get back. Hello everyone, so I'm back from rainbows and ballet. I've had a great night, it was all fun. And now I am back in my pyjamas, in my bed, ready to read for the rest of the night before I go to sleep. So I am going to finish Matilda. I'm just going to binge read this. It's probably not going to take me too long, realistically, hopefully not too long. And then after that, hopefully I'll have some time before I get too tired to read a little bit more of Breaking Dawn. I'm obviously not going to get this finished, but read a little bit more of Breaking Dawn. And I'll be happy with that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just about to update Twitter, so I will do that in a minute. And I'll also obviously write my blog post on Matilda once I get that read. But we will see how the night goes. That's my plan anyway, but obviously we can see. Do you like my Beauty and the Beast teddies all the way along there as well? How cool are they? They're like my pride and joy, along with my Doc Martens, and obviously my books. Oh, and of course my first dancing shoes, because they're my babies. I'm getting really off topic now. Let's just get to reading. Finished Matilda by Roald Dahl and I loved it. I absolutely adore this story. It was really great to revisit it, and it was good to see the differences between the film and the book actually as well, because there was a lot put into the film that isn't in the book, so that was really good to see. But yeah, I've now finished this. I just love it. I'll tell you obviously more about my thoughts in my wrap up, but I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I couldn't give it anything else. I just adore this story. So now I am debating on whether to read a little bit more of Breaking Dawn, but it is like nearly 12 in the morning and I'm up early, so I'm kind of thinking I might just leave it till tomorrow, but I don't know, I'm still debating on it. I have no idea. I've written my review on Matilda now, so that's all done, so I don't need to worry about that. And I've updated Twitter, so that's all done. So all I've got to do now is decide whether to read Breaking Dawn, but I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll say good night for day 1, and if I do end up reading any more tonight, then I'll update you on that in the morning. So yeah, good night for day 1, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2. I won't have as much time to read tomorrow, but I will read when I can and still update you when I can. So I'll see you then. It's day 2 of the Bout of Books ReadAthon, and I am excited for today, but I can't actually read until a little bit later. But I'm just doing a quick update just to let you know I'm off to teach now, and then once I get back from my dinner I'll read a little bit then, but then I've got to go back out again to teach again, so it's a bit hit-y-missy today, but once I'm back in after my 3rd class I'm in for the rest of the day, so I'll have loads of time to read then. But I'm running late, so I'm going to have to go, so I'll update you later. So I am back from teaching for the first part of the day, so I am just back to have some dinner and read a little more. But I think what I'm going to do is read a little, God, the light in here is terrible, read a little bit of Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer, I think, in this break, and then I'll start Broken Soup later on, because I've decided I'm going to read more of this today. I want to get more of this done, but I also want to read, where is it? I want to read Broken Soup as well. I'm going to try and get all of this read because it's not very long and the font in it's quite big, so it shouldn't take me too long, but that's kind of the plan for today. But obviously I only have like an hour-ish reading time, so I'm going to have some dinner now, watch some YouTube while I'm having some dinner, and then read more of Breaking Dawn. And then later on I'll start reading Broken Soup and hopefully get this one all read today. And then that'll be 2 books I've read in 2 days. Yay! Not including Breaking Dawn. So I've managed to get a little bit more of Breaking Dawn read. I didn't get too much read, but I got a little bit more read, so that's good. And I'm going to carry on reading this for a little bit longer when I get back from teaching, and then I'm going to move on to Broken Soup. I'm not going to read that straight away when I get back because I want to get up to a certain point in this before I start reading Broken Soup. So I'm going to do that when I get back, carry on with this, go on to Broken Soup, hopefully get all that read, and I might do some editing today as well later on to have a bit of a break from reading, but we'll see. But I'm really enjoying this much reading. I'm in a really big reading mood at the minute, which helps, so that's good. But yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you when I get back from teaching. So I am back from work and I am ready to read again, more or less. I'm just going to go get a cup of tea and then I'll be ready again. But I'm going to read a little bit more of Breaking Dawn, and then I'm probably going to get a shower after that. And then after my shower and potentially my tea as well, I'll probably get my tea then as well, I'm going to read Broken Soup. And this could potentially take me most of the rest of the night, but then obviously when I'm finished that, I will go back to reading more of Breaking Dawn. But yeah, that's pretty much how the rest of the day is that I've sort of planned out. Obviously things can change because of distractions and things. I've already worked this out over the last couple of days, but oh well. So I'll update you anyway in a bit once I have read a bit more of Breaking Dawn, and yeah, I will see you then. So I managed to read more of Breaking Dawn, but I'm still not up to where I wanted to be up to yet for today, so I'm going to carry on reading this. I've had my tea now and I've had a shower, so that's all sorted, so I can just read for the rest of the night now. So I'm going to read a bit more of this, but then after that I will be starting on Broken Soup. I'm hoping I get this finished tonight, but obviously now it's a little bit later and I'm still reading Breaking Dawn. I might not get all of this finished today, but hopefully we'll see how it goes. And I'm not in tomorrow until much later on. I haven't got anything to do until much later on, so I could stay up a little bit later potentially. So I might end up just doing that and then just reading it early in the hours of the morning, I suppose. But that's my plan for now anyway. I will update you again in a bit once I have read a little bit more of Breaking Dawn. I'm getting there, and I'm pretty impressed with how the ReadAthon's going so far as well, so good stuff. So quick update, I've got up to where I wanted to in Breaking Dawn for today. I'm up to page 339 and it's sort of like a new section of the book, so that's perfect to start tomorrow in that new section sort of bit of the book. But I'm done for that today. I'm not going to read any more of this one today, but I am now going to start Broken Soup, and I'm hoping to get all of this read before I go to sleep. It shouldn't take me too long, it seems like quite an easy read, and I mean it's only 8:25, so I'm pretty sure I can probably get it read, but I'll update you either when I've got it read, or if I'm having a break in the middle or something, I'll update you then, but we'll just see what happens. Just a quick update before I start reading. I just opened this book, and there's a bookmark in here that I forgot about. I haven't opened this book for years. There's a bookmark in here and it's from my favourite store, my favourite bookstore. Bout of Books is one of the oldest bookstores around near I am, and it's just huge and it's full of really old books, and there's a little train track that goes around the ceiling of the bookstore as well, which just gives it that really cosy feeling. And because it's an old bookstore, it's just like really great smells, because it's just all the old book kind of smells, and I love that. But yeah, I just thought I'd update you on that. I was like, I forgot about this bookmark, but I found it now and it's in this book, which I'm super happy about, so I'll have to add that to my collection. So it is now about 10 to 11 and I had a bit of a break, just like a sort of 15-minute break from reading, because I've got halfway through Broken Soup and I started feeling a little bit tired, so I was like, right, I'll just freshen myself up and things and carry on afterwards. However, I am still absolutely exhausted, so I am just admitting defeat. I'm not going to get this one read tonight, but I have got half of it read, like literally half of it read, so that's good. And I've got up to the point in Breaking Dawn that I wanted to get up to as well today, so I'm up to date with Breaking Dawn, not so much with Broken Soup, but I'm off all day tomorrow until much later on when I've got a class much later on. Well, a couple of classes much later on, so I've got so much time tomorrow to read. So I'll catch up on Broken Soup tomorrow. I'll get that finished, and then I think what I'll do after that is get my, sort of set another goal for Breaking Dawn and get up to date with that one. And then after that I think I'm going to pick up another Roald Dahl book as an easy read for later on, maybe when I get back from my classes or something. But if I can get all that done, then I'm back up to date again with sort of how I want to be. So I'm getting there. But yeah, today I've just admitted defeat on Broken Soup because I am just too tired, and it's getting to the point where I'm not taking things in, and I really don't want to be like that, because then I'm not going to enjoy the book as much. But yeah, that is what's happened anyway. So now this is my sort of roundup for day 2, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Hello everyone, it is day 3 of the readathon, and it is around about 11:10, so it's a little bit later, but I've had quite a relaxing morning, so it's been nice. But I am now ready to read, and I do actually have all day until around about 5:45 tonight to read. So I'm happy about that, not including like tea and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really happy about that. I've got plenty of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish Broken Soup, like now. I'm going to do that one now. I've got half of this to read. Hopefully it's only going to take me another hour, hour and a half to do. And then I'll have a dinner break. And then after my dinner break, I can't decide whether to read a little bit more of this. I need to plan sort of a goal on where to get to in this before the end of the day. So I'll probably do that soon anyway, plan the goal at least. But I might read more of that, or I might go on to Easier Trot by Roald Dahl. I also have, if I get all of this kind of reading done before tonight, I also have George's Marvellous Medicine to read as well. And I love this one, I'm obsessed with this one. So hopefully I'll get onto this today as well, but we'll see. Easier Trot, I can't actually remember much about, but it's super short. It's literally going to take me for about half an hour to read, so I'll probably definitely get that one done. But yeah, so for now I'm going to read the rest of Broken Soup, and then I will update you after that on my thoughts on it a little bit and what I'll be reading next. I've just finished Broken Soup by Jenny Valentine, and I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's one of my favourite reads. It was a little bit slow in places, but I still did enjoy it. I think I'm probably going to give it 3 stars, because it was just okay. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. So I think I'm going to give it 3 stars. But yeah, it just got a bit slow in places, but I did enjoy it. So that's another book read. I'm really happy about that. So now I'm going to get some dinner and edit some of my footage from the last couple of days. And then I'm going to read Easier Trot, I think, because I just need an easy read after finishing that one off. Because although it was a fun read, it was quite hard hitting as well. So I need something really light. And this is like 50 odd pages long, and it's Roald Dahl, so naturally it's going to be a good read for a light read and an easy read. And I can't remember much about this one, to be honest, at all, so it'll be good to revisit this one because I really can't remember. So yeah, that's my plan anyway, and I will update you in a bit once I've probably read Easier Trot. Hi everyone, so it's now 3:20 and I had my dinner. I've done some editing for day 1 of this vlog, so that's all done now. And I also did my review of Broken Soup. I've posted all of that and updated Twitter and everything. And then I went on to read Easier Trot, which I finished as well, because it's super short. It only took me about 20 minutes to read, and I've written my review on that just, and posted that just. So I've had a super productive afternoon so far, which I'm really happy about. That is now 3 books of the readathon read, because I've read Matilda the other day, and then finished Broken Soup today, and read Easier Trot today. So I'm really happy about that. I still have George's Marvellous Medicine that I might get read today. This will probably only take me maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. Maybe not even that, I don't know. So I should get that read. But I also have more of Breaking Dawn to catch up on, which I think I'm going to do now. I'm going to give myself a bit of reading time on this one now, because I haven't read any of this today yet. So I definitely want to get that read. And I am not out until around about 5:45 today. I think I mentioned that earlier. So I still have lots of time, but obviously I do need my tea at some point. So I definitely want to get some of this read before I go out. As for George's Marvellous Medicine, I may just read that when I get back from classes, because it shouldn't take me too long and it's an easy read before bed. So that would probably be the best option for this one. But we'll see. But yeah, for now, I definitely think I'm going to read Breaking Dawn, more of it anyway. And I think I'm going to change my reading spot as well, because I've been here all day. So I'm going to go upstairs and lie in bed for a bit, I think, and read there. Because, I don't know, I just feel like changing my reading spot. I've been here for too long now, so yeah, that is what's going to happen now. I'm going to move and then read this, and I'll update you in a bit. Okay, so I've changed places, and I'm just going to give you a quick, very, very quick sort of update on my thoughts of what I'm going to do now, because I am going to read Breaking Dawn. I haven't changed from that, but I've sort of decided where I want to get up to before I go out tonight. I'm on to chapter... What chapter am I on to now? I'm on to chapter 19, and I want to get to chapter 35, and I've just placed in, you can see from where the bookmark is and where my finger is, that's how much it would be to read, which doesn't look like that much, but the font in this book's actually quite small, so it's probably going to take me a little while, and I obviously need to get tea. So that's my aim before I go out. I do want to get a little bit more read later on though when I get back, and obviously I do want to read The Magic Finger as well. So I have a lot of reading still to do today, but hopefully I'll get there and I'll update you a little bit more later on.